Welcome back. You already know who it is. It's your boy MadeMenMelo coming to you back live with another top 10 anime reactions. Today, we're taking a look at the top 10 badass old men in anime. Let's go on and take a look.
In many shonen anime, we see the journey of a young and boastful character learning how to control their abilities and fighting off evils and injustice in the world. However, alongside this stable main character, we often see a wise old mentor character too. Besides being old and grey, these old men are anything but fragile and weak. They're some of the toughest and strongest characters in their universe. So in this list, we're counting down the top 10 old badasses from anime. Let's get to it. We start off this list with none other than Makarov from Fairy Tail. The lovable guildmaster of Fairy Tail has to be powerful in order to be respected, and at times feared by his fellow guild members. Makarov's definitely powerful, being one of the 10 wizards saint. He's also capable of creating his own spells, such as Fairy Law, a spell that's known to eliminate anyone and everyone that the user sees as a danger to the caster and his allies. Makarov's also a master of a multitude of magics, ranging from his giant magic to fairy magic and others, including wind and fire magic. This shows how versatile and fluent he is in learning all sorts of abilities in the magical world
My
he
God.
resides in.
Tough old geezer.
Next at number 9 we have Walter from Hellsing Ultimate. In his youth, Walter was not only known to storm occupied areas in Poland during the Second World War, but also helping to put a stop to the creation of vampire armies. However, Walter's youth wasn't the only period in his life which he was present in all sorts of monumental events. After honing his skills for years, Walter earned the nickname Angel of Death for the ways he could kill someone. Even in his 60s, he could still rip through loads of vampires as if he was a 20-something. Walter, despite taking up the role of a butler later in life, was still capable of taking out hordes of the undead, and did so without even making it look like he was struggling.
Horizon Sarutobi, third Hokage.
Coming in at number 7 is Sarutobi from Naruto. This is the third Hokage of the Naruto series. He was made to be the Hokage by the second one at an early age, and despite his powers and abilities deteriorating greatly with his age, the old man was still able to hold off numerous powerful enemies with little to no help at all. Sarutobi's ninjutsu is immensely powerful as well, having been seen using all 5 basic nature transformations, as well as creating several techniques on his own. Now when facing new techniques, he's able to understand and break them down to the point of mastering or creating a better version for himself. Sarutobi is truly worthy of the title of Hokage, and from his mere feats and skills alone, it's clear that anyone who challenges him must be stupidly brave or bravely stupid. Sato from Ajin is here at number 6. Like all Ajin, Sato's immortal. He won't die under any circumstances whatsoever, such as being crushed, decapitated, or even malnourished. With not only the abilities of an Ajin, Sato also has extensive military training, having served in an elite operation for the US Marine Corps during the Vietnam War. He's also a master manipulator, having tricked and allowed Kei Nagai to trust him before showing his true intentions. He's a man who separates his emotions from his work, a trait that helps him perform ruthless crimes in the underworld. Sato's someone you don't want to be on the bad side of, and someone who you shouldn't trust under any circumstance, as you can never be sure of what his true motives really are.
Just went in there and went ham. Okay, he's scary. He's scary. Yeah, I'm not fooling with him. Not fooling with him.
While Gintama is known most of the time to be a humorous anime, there are times when it brings us to the edge of our seats. With Hosen playing the role of the main antagonist in the Yoshiwara in Flames arc, it was clear that his older character wasn't going to be as light-hearted and funny as the usual bunch. Rather, Hosen was described as a bloodthirsty tyrant who ruled with an iron fist, even going so far as to show him cutting the tendons of Hinua's feet to make sure she couldn't run away, one of his many examples of his cruelty. His personality wasn't the only thing to be feared though, as Hosen produced a multitude of superhuman traits such as speed, strength and durability. A dangerous man with dangerous morals, making for a thrilling arc in the Gintama series.
Come on.
The old man himself, King
Next is
Bradley.
King Bradley from Full Metal Alchemist. Not only is Bradley the original Führer of Amestris, but the final and one of the strongest homunculus created by Father. He has an inhumane skill in swordsmanship and hand-to-hand combat. Now Bradley's a master of manipulation, putting on a front of being a wise old gentleman, while under the surface, he's an anger-fueled man wanting nothing more than to make Father's wishes come true. Like the other homunculus, Bradley is known to have inhumane speed, durability, stamina, and his ultimate eye. This grants him extra sensory vision and precognition to events, making him quite
That's
the hard
tough.
foe in a battle because he's not only hard
That's
to strike,
tough.
but it's hard to get an upper hand against him too.
Yamamoto.
大将一切怪人となせ友人ジャッカー
Coming in at number 3 is Yamamoto from Bleach. Don't let how this old man looks fool you. He's very experienced and is a master swordsman with incredible spiritual power, endurance, durability, and strength. His weapon is one of the oldest and most powerful Zanpakuto in Soul Society. This, combined with Yamamoto's spiritual pressure, creates a fiery aura to appear around him due to both having a similar elemental affinity to fire. Yamamoto himself claimed that releasing his Bankai and its prolonged use could end up destroying everything from his opponent, himself, and Soul Society itself. Talk about being an overpowered old man, huh?
Yamamoto, my guy.
虫が上から物言ってんじゃ
We want more bleach. We want more bleach.
Netero, like many other older gentlemen on this list, was abnormally gifted in his youth, having a great skill set in mastering Nen to being placed as the head of the exam board and the 12th chairman of the Hunter Association. Even with a teasing and calm personality, angering this old man would be the greatest mistake anyone could make. He claimed the title of the most powerful Nen user 50 years prior to the series. He has control over at least 3 Nen categories, okay? Firstly, his natural category, Enhancement, which in conjunction with his astounding martial arts skills and strong body, make him a dreadful melee fighter. Then a mission, which activates his strongest attack, and finally, he employs manipulation to make the Nen statue mimic his movements. It's no wonder why this old man has placed so highly on our list with the skills he possesses.
こいつらこれ式で俺は白ひげだ
And finally, at number 1, we have none other than Whitebeard from One Piece. Edward
Bruh.
Newgate, more commonly known as Whitebeard, was at one point known as the strongest man in the world and the one who came the closest to One Piece. He was known to be one of the few men in the world who could ever match the late pirate king Goldie Roger in a fight. Whitebeard ate the Quake fruit, a Paramecia-type devil fruit that made him a Quake man and which was considered the strongest devil fruit within the Paramecia class. According to Sengoku, Whitebeard had the power to destroy the world. Truly someone you wouldn't want to upset, seeing as even death had a hard time taking this old man down.
Jesus. I love the overpoweredness.
And with that, we finish off our
I
list
love
of
the
old
overpowerness,
badasses you
the
clearly
strong-ass
don't want to
Musos.
challenge. But which old fighting geese
Just
was your
blasting
favorite?
regular
Let us
people in
know
the air.
comments below.
That's
Thank you so
hilarious.
much for watching this video.
I
Be
would
sure to
not
leave a
be
like,
on work
subscribe
today
for more
on
great
duty.
anime content,
No.
and
I would not be on duty, especially with them pirate warriors. Bruh, if you got a name and you did some gum fruit stuff, nah, I ain't fooling with you. I'm not fooling with you. Nope. I stay on the boat. I stay on the boat. I swap today. I cook. I ain't fight. Them? Nah, bro. Nah. But that was a good list. That was a good list. A couple of old people that they didn't put in. Master Roshi. You already know. That's double OG right there. But yeah, those are some good ones. Old men in anime. Do not mess with the old men in anime. They'll whoop your ass. They'll whoop your ass. They might not be the strongest, but they will whoop your ass if you don't be careful. Yep. Good. Good video. Follow, like, subscribe to BennyTube. Do the same to me as well. I appreciate you guys very much. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.